donate. We are here all together for this purpose, so please donate. Uh, well, so what does a more inclusive classroom mean, and why is this important to me? A more inclusive classroom requires attention to those basically who were not included in the past, and that is a large group of people. And I'm going to try to later on the ones that I have more experience with. Now, what does this imply for teachers? The most important thing is for teachers to be open, because more inclusive classrooms, it will be a challenge to your beliefs and practices, and you, you will get attitudes and behaviors that you're not used to, things that challenge your ideas about teaching. So it's very important that you keep your mind open, be ready to and consider these new ways uh, of communicating that your students have. The most typical one is the one that has been most attended to lately, and I'm very happy about this, is the group that of children with their physical or developmental disabilities of many sorts. Now there are apps, there are lots sorts of materials for dyslexic students, apps for people with hearing disabilities or with seeing disabilities. So that group has been mostly tended to. But to me, there's a group that is usually taken into account as in need of inclusion. So in this group, which is have most of my experience, there's this group of children or adolescents in different contexts that come into the regular school system and used to come to the system before. So and they come in with very attitudes and behavior that can usually shock us because they're totally different from what we expect from students. So here is where we need to be most open-minded with respect to this. Uh, the main group that I have observed with respect to this very large group, so these are the subgroups. The first one is the one that tries to disrupt, and they're the ones that seem to that we notice. These are the ones that we notice, is they produce frustration in us because they try to disrupt our lessons and find ways. So those are the ones we notice, and we're getting tips on how to possibly deal with those. Although the most important thing is again to be open minded. But there's a group that usually goes unnoticed. Next. Uh, and this is the group that really worries me. These are the kids who try to disappear from the classroom. In these groups that I'm talking about, and this group in particular, these are the ones that usually never get any attention and never get any teaching, and so they never get any learning. So these are the ones that are, to me, the most the ones that are in the most danger of disappearing, of not being able to cope. And they try to do so in very interesting ways. For example, they hide uh, beneath others, and so you cannot see them. They're very clever at this. Next slide. So here are some tips that I would like to share with you with respect to this. First of all, you can expect to see them. You will have to search for them. So you have to develop like a mindset of in the classroom to see who is not speaking, who is hiding behind somebody. It's crucial because you will not see them. I mean, you'll never stand out. try to get close to the groups, break into their territory, get close to see who's doing what, how much they can do, and to get in a way, when you get close, they might ask you a question. You might discover something that you will never see from the front. When there are groups, sit in the small groups and observe the interaction. And if you see something that you find is not working, like one taking the leading role, etc., please intervene, change that dynamic so that all of them can participate. I think the idea of being horizontal in Freire's terms is very important, because this means that you are willing to and open to respect and admire what they know about whatever, about how to behave in the neighborhood, about things that they know about the trees, or depending on the contexts, different things. But be ready, be interested, try to get to listen to them as well, and be physical horizontally. Sometimes this means being squatting rather than standing next to them, so that they think they see you at the same level. It may seem silly, but it has worked wonders in my experience. And last but not least, intervene whenever you see there is discriminating content, a comment on the part of the others, making generalizing comments like he will never speak, or he cannot learn anything, or whatever. You need to speak. Please do. You need to intervene, not defending that child, but rather showing them how we all have difficulties. We all have issues that we have to deal with, and never allow one of these comments to go by without intervening. So next slide. Hoping this will help you work towards inclusion. And please, thank you. And remember to donate for Puerto Rico. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Monica, for reminding us that we need to be aware of our surroundings and be aware of our students and what they need, and that we have that role in the classroom. Thank you for that, Monica.